There. Okay, we are live. Well, I hope everybody can hear me okay. And everything's working. I have air conditioning going in the background, so I apologize if you can hear that. I shouldn't. I think the noise cancellation should be working. We'll find out. Um, and welcome to our auction. I hope everybody's having a great summer. And today was an absolutely gorgeous day here in Vermont. Fix this light. A little too much glare. And yeah, so we definitely had an enjoyable day today. Sunny. It's raining now, but I don't care. It's dark out, so dog wasn't too happy when I put her out. It was just a little while ago, but it wasn't raining hard, so she'll survive. But anyway, so that's where we are. I'm trying to see. Ooh, I just got a message. Nope, I guess not. I guess I'm always worried that somebody trying to contact me that some of the other sellers that may be interested in joining, and I don't always catch my messages when I should. I apologize for that. But anyway, like I said, we've had some beautiful weather here in Vermont. And good evening, Marlene. Nice to see you on here. And it's been a beautiful day. And I did a little more, a bunch of running around, and I went and picked out some more blackberries. I think we're up to about, I want to guess, about 2.5 gallons that are now frozen in our freezer. You did send an email. Yes, I think I saw that. If you sent it earlier, let me check real quick. But I didn't see anything from this evening. Let me double check this to make sure here. I got time. Sometimes my things get dumped into a folder I don't expect. But I did see one a couple days ago. I assume that's what you're talking about. And so I think I owe you what? I don't see anything from today. Anyway, no, I don't think so. Let me just do a quick search to make sure. And no, the last one I had was about 5 days ago. Okay, yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, we got that. So, and I got the Zelle thing, so that's beautiful. Thank you. I will let you know what the shipping will be. That's what we're gonna do next, I guess. Let me see what else. Oh, anyway, so we are for the folks that are new here, or if you're coming in later into the thing, kind of whiplashing through the beginning just to see what's going on. We are in Northwest Vermont, about an hour or less, a little less than an hour, well, about an hour, say, to the Canadian border with Quebec. And it's in northwest corner, about 18 miles outside of Burlington. You can see Mount Mansfield. I think I'm just the same spiel now, and I apologize. I know you probably have all heard this, but I never know if there's somebody new out there or not, so I have to kind of assume that. Anyway, so we've been doing this for a few years now. I just realized that it's been at least 3 years, maybe more. I really haven't gone back to look at all my invoices from the past. But hey, Kevin. So Lakeland, Florida. Oh, nice. My sister's in Hudson, Florida, so not too far from Lakeland, if I remember correctly. So, I know the area a little bit. Don't go down there a lot, but my sister always wants us to move down there. So I said, I don't think I could take the heat. She's been there for 40 years, so she's used to it. Anyway, yeah. So let me see, Kevin. I don't know if there's anything in particular you're looking for tonight. I do have a lot of stuff within reach. Kind of throw some stuff out in the chat, and I'll let you know if it's something I have. You wouldn't believe, I have sports stuff. I have comic books and vinyl albums, and even fishing lures, stuff like that. HO train stuff, and toys, and it's a really eclectic mix. So not although what I have on the agenda is mostly jewelry tonight, but that doesn't mean I can't. I am mixing a few other things in. I've got some Harley stuff, a bunch of Harley stuff we picked up recently. That's I'm letting you go. Some really good deals here on if you're into Harley insignia. So I have some of that, and pins too. I've been doing some house cleaning, and I'm probably going to have a clearance sale at some point to just get out some of that stuff, and just I need to clear up some, make some space, and it's stuff that's been sitting around for a few years that I haven't tried even to sell in the auctions or on eBay or anywhere else. So just need to get it out there. So hey Barb, nice to see you. And okay, so that's where we are. So I think I put everything in the top there, the chat. If you haven't subscribed to me, and the 3 people I know in the chat, I know I have your information, so thank you very much. We do the big. If you're new to this and you're just trying to join in and lurking back there, out there, not really jumping into the chat yet, that's okay. But if you do want to bid, I do need to have your information. I'm not asking people to register per se. I just need to know your mailing information, your shipping information, your real name, that kind of stuff. And we use invoicing through PayPal, but I do have other options. And we use pirate shipping, and that's been interesting lately because of the post office fees changing, and sometimes it's cheaper to go with UPS. Unfortunately for boxes in particular, especially large stuff. It's been cheaper by a lot with UPS. Okay, let's see, am I forgetting something? I know I'm forgetting something. Oh, I do have coins tonight. I have a few coins tonight too. So we'll throw some of those out too. It's just some commemorative type stuff I've got. I've had these in the past, and I'll do a few more to do some again tonight. So okay, so let's start with I mentioned the Harley. Let me switch cameras. I think I have to turn some light on. And switch cameras. Ooh, there we go. Oops, it went back to that camera. No, let's try that again. I clicked on something I wasn't supposed to. There we go. All right, and that's still not right. I'm going to get the camera a little like this. And a little closer. So what I'm going to do, these are Harley Owners Group and the Safe Rider Skills. I have a bunch of a lot of this Harley Owners Group things from different events, very different years. You know somebody, or if you're a Harley person that's a member of the Harley Owners Group, I've got stickers from I think all the way back to the 1990s, all the way up to the late 2022, I think, or something like that, from various events that they have, and they're all brand new. All these insignias that you sew on a jacket or you apply to a jacket or wherever are all new. So what I'm going to do, I'll put in the chat here, is the hog. Let's see what I'm looking for here. Patches. That's the one. More patches. Why didn't I think of that? We're going to do a buy it now for choice. $5. And so that's what we're going to do. So if there's any interest in any of those, $5. Just put the 5 in the first one, put 5 in the chat, gets your choice. Put second person gets second choice, so on and so forth. So, and that's what we're going to do there. Like I said, I've been going through my inventory lately and realizing there's a lot of stuff I have never brought to auction or on any site anywhere, and stuff I just need to get out there and do that. And I have a few albums out on my eBay site, but I'm literally sitting on about 400 to 500 vinyl albums, and I have been approached by one guy who wanted to buy me out, or at least buy some of my stuff, and we're considering that. But that's where we are. And like I said, I do have some sports stuff. I have some Red Sox, mostly Red Sox stuff. I think I have an Oakland A's cap, baseball cap. Things like that. An odd mix of things when it comes to sports stuff. And I've got models, car models, vintage ones, car models. The plastic kind that at least when I was a kid, used to put together with the old glue and paint and all that kind of thing. I got a bunch of those. So, and various toys, like I said. So there's the Harley stuff. And that's where we're sitting. Okay. What are we going to do first? We'll have it next to me, I should say. I am. Let me save this. Well, I have a bunch of ephemera stuff too. Some really cool postcards. Anybody's into that kind of stuff. So let me do. Oh yeah, let's do this. I don't know if there's a name on that. I don't think there is. Let me just take a quick look here, make sure I'm not. I can tell you if there's any kind of a marking on this. And I need my loop. I hope everybody's having a good night. Like I said, we've had a really good weather right now. And okay. So I've got a necklace and earring set. I'll show next here. I got literally sitting on boxes and boxes of jewelry, and I've just been trying to sort through some of it today. So, okay, I'm gonna pass on the patches. No interest in that. That's fine. And I've got an earring, necklace and earring set. Oops, let's call it that. Of course, it is. Okay, so it's gold tone. I did look to see if there's any kind of marking on it. I did not find anything. Looks like about a 16 to 8 or an 18-inch necklace. That's way too bright. There. It is it's a very deep blue glass, gold tone. This is the box it came in. Assuming it's, let's see, it came from Ames Department Store. Gosh, that goes back a lot of years. Let me see if I can pull this out of here. So you can see the posts in the back. And the necklace there. Let me get you a length on that. Oops, I didn't get rid of this off the screen. That's not a hot patch. I'm going to call this the blue and gold tone set. We'll start this at $7. Let me see what the length is on this. 16. That's what I would have guessed. Yeah, these go back. Austrian crystal, it says in the box. So, Ames Department Store. Let me show it up close. Get a better idea of color against my hand. You gotta be careful with it. I put a little bit of a knot in the necklace, and I can take those out. I'm really good at taking knots out of necklaces. I had to do that today. I pulled out some jewelry and said, "Hey, I need this necklace," and it's all caught up. So let me make sure I get that undone right now. So it looks nice. There. Yeah, it's a knack that something I've learned how to do over the years with jewelry for my wife, and sometimes we get jewelry that's really tangled up. I have to unknot it, and I'll tell you that those little tiny chains, that is just wicked. Come to fix. I'm gonna get this one yet. Just using my usual tricks here. Anyway, tell you what, rather than delay the auction anymore, we'll just say that I will definitely clear it out. And so let me show the earrings up close. If we get that to focus. And you can see it's getting surrounded by little rhinestones around the edges. Crystals. And this pendant is also the same. It matches. Like I said, I didn't see any markings on the back. But, okay. Well, interest in that set. I'm going to do pretty much like I've done before, and try to alternate a little bit of jewelry and some other non-jewelry items. So we'll do that tonight too. I'm just going to try to stay a little bit organized if possible. A lot of the jewelry I have tonight is already boxed, which is interesting. So, okay, let's do the first coin. This one is a 1908. It's a replica. It's copper that's layered in 24 karat gold, made by the American Mint. This is the 1977 half union small head variant. And so let me bring the camera down and get this message off the screen. Pass on that. And let's get this down. See it up close. There we go. Get that to focus so better. If we get this closer. There. It's still not focusing. Why is that not focusing? There we go. Okay. So the oops. 1877 replica of a half union. I'm going to start this at $10. And that's the one side, and there's the flip side. You can see it's $50. It was a replica of the $50 coin, gold coin. And you notice it says the weight, material copper layered in 24 karat gold. The quality is proof. Weighs 32 grams. Most of that's the copper, of course. I honestly don't know how much gold is there. It's when I say layered, you know, it can be pretty thin. But you know, they use gold leaf or whatever on there. So, and you can see from my thumb, you know, roughly the size of the coin. Yeah. Put a quarter next to it. You get an idea of the size. But it is definitely a replica, or someone would call it commemorative. But it's labeled as a replica archival collection. And I've got several, still have quite a few of these in my possession, different ones. I've had for a few years, actually. I don't know if there's any interesting coins tonight. We'll leave it at that. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what we're going to do next here. Well, you guys are perusing that. Let's go with this one. Yeah. You go to a different one. Something else. Down here. Like I said, we got a lot to choose from tonight to show you. I'm sure we won't get through all of it. Pretty confident of that, actually. Is this one here? It's not really, well, it's got a label. Let me see if it makes any sense. Okay, not interested in the coin. We will pass on that. And this side. I've got a really interesting bracelet that comes with the case. Get the case to stay open. Not cooperating, so we'll take it out of the case. Let me just bring the camera up again. We have a gold tone bracelet. We'll set it here on there. And get rid of this other message on the screen here. Get that to focus. There we go. Actually, I'm going to move my camera back over so you're not seeing the edge of the table here. I did switch to a different table tonight. Probably for those of you who watched my auctions in the past. And so, okay. So this is an interesting bracelet. It has a safety chain on it, if you notice. And it's marked on the inside. I'm going to put it in the text here. I'm going to start. I'm not even sure where I'm going to start this one, to be honest. I haven't really done much to check this one out. Let me see here. I think I'm going to. Oops, I did that wrong. I'm looking to see if I have anything on it in my notes here. And of course, it's going to give me grief. It is vintage. I just don't know much about it. Let me see if I can get more information here. Give me a second. My goodness, my computer's not happy tonight. Oh, I typed something wrong. There we go. That's why. Let's do that again. Oh, I don't know. Let's start it at $10 and see if anybody's interested at that price. I have no idea. Other than that marking, oops, I typed that wrong. So it's interesting because it's not just plain gold. It also has a couple of little stones in it. It's not focusing well again. So it's like a clear, dark stone, clear. And then you can read I think you can get that on camera pretty clearly. Yep, LDADPR. And so you see that it does open. It has the safety chain. So kind of twist it up a little bit here. I can fix that. But the interesting thing about having these stones on one side here, embedded in it, and there's no other markings, as you will see. So it doesn't have a lot of weight to it. But here it is. And it does come with a box if you want the box. Nice little black box with a felt lining. Yeah, so the only marking on it is that LDADPR. I assume that's a manufacturer name. I don't know much more than that. If anybody has any ideas, I'm willing to listen. Tell me what you think it is. Okay. Oh, Oh, thanks, Barb. LDADPR stands for Labora de Moco Active, a French luxury skincare company. Oh, cool. So this must have been some kind of like gift they gave maybe with a product they sold. That must be what it's from. Much like I know some other companies. That's the one that my wife gets stuff from. Yves Rocher. I know some stuff like that. I think too. Cool. Oh, cool. Thank you for looking that up. Huh. Cool. Alrighty. Well, no interest. We'll pass. Put it back in its box. Okay. Let's do another coin. This one is another American 1906, and this one I meant to tell you all these coins come, you notice that all these come with either a case or some kind of certificate. This one comes with a certificate. Whoops, let's get that out. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. It is very nice looking. So, all right, then get the camera back down again. Sorry. Find a better tripod that I can move it up and down more smoothly. Okay, so this one's in 1907. I'm going to take it out of the case. It's out of this plastic sleeve, I should say. It's in a plastic. It's in a piece of plastic here, and there's the certificate, the COA certificate. So it's about the chief engraver, Charles Barber. And so this is a 1906 double eagle replica. Again, copper layered in 24 karat gold, 32 grams in weight. This was made in 2013. It's 40 millimeters in diameter. So what did I say this was? A 1906 double eagle. 1906 double eagle replica. We'll start this one at $10. So on this one side, and there's the other. And you see this was worth $20 at the time. And they were gold coins back then. It was a $20 gold coin. And man, if I had to get your hands on one of those now, wow. There's the certificate. Comes with it. And it does have a number. So there was nice focus. That's it, man. It's not focusing. You do a reset. See if it helps. There. Okay. There's that. Okay. What am I doing here with this? Yeah, we'll save that. Okay. Let's see what we're going to do next. I've got a couple Avon items tonight too. There's one. I'll grab one now. Okay, no interest in that, so we'll pass on that. Excuse me. I have an Avon pin, a little bunny pin, crystals. I don't have any information on the box that it's in. I don't think I know it wasn't the original box. It was just a box that whoever had this put it in, and they labeled it bunny on the top. But I know it's Avon because I did look it up. So let's take it out of the box. And pin off. There's the back. There's the backing piece. So I don't know where it's labeled, but I think it's somewhere. But I do know it's Avon. There it is. And set it up. That's why I lifted the box. It kind of holds it in place. You can see it better. Oops, let me get rid of that on screen. Avon bunny pin. We'll start this at $7. Yeah, the box, it was handwritten on the box. That was bunny, but I don't think it was the original box it came in, because you can see the other holes where it looks like it was earrings or something. Well, no, I'll take that back. No, this is the box it came in. It says right on it, crystal bunny pin. Oh, and then somebody hand wrote it again on top. Not sure why. I see Barb at 7. Nope, I almost forgot to grab my clipboard tonight. Goodness gracious. So I keep track of what's going on, or try to. My pen. Saying the next bid, anybody else bidding would be 8 or higher. Let's see, but I'm not going to waste too much time. I'd want to wait enough for the lag to catch up to me, and then which is usually 7 to 10 seconds, and then I will say sold. And it is sold to Barb for $7. Thank you, Barb. Put it back in its little box. Oops, there's the back. It is vintage. See what year it says on the box. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, I don't see any date on the box. Only instructions on how to clean it. Oh, let's say 1997. There you go. Did find it. Thank you. Oops. Let's set that aside. Okay. So we did coins. Let's do something different. Let's do some ephemera. I have postcards and stuff like that. So let's pick up a bunch. Just counting how many I've got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. All right, and you're gonna love the top one. It's really cool. So I seem to get rid of that glare. I can figure that out. Still getting a little bit of glare, even though I get that light pointed a certain way. I know the shiny wood surface isn't probably helping much. I may throw a piece of paper or something behind it. Let's see if that helps. Something less reflective. Might help show up a little better too. There we go. I think that'll help. Okay. So we're gonna. There's some postcards. There's 10 there. We'll take you through them. And I'm going to call this set 1 because I have several. Set 1. We'll start this at I'm not sure where it started actually. Let's say $7. So I know some of these you can get, if you're a reseller, there's definitely some value in postcards. So there's this, here, and you can see this is really a postcard. And the fact that it is printed in USA, so you've got a serial number over here, but never used, brand new. I don't know what it says in a little brown line here. It says something. I need to manufacture. If you can read that on camera or not, you can focus. Oh, come on. Focus. Let's see if I can read that. Looks like, oh yeah, I mean, San Francisco, California is the name of the company where the company is based. So there's that first card. I'm not going to do that with all of them, just that one. I'm just curious about that one. This one says birthday greetings. Yeah, let's do this. There we go. Birthday greetings. And this one was used, but never stamped. Kind of interesting, huh? Pennsylvania. And here's a picture postcard. Or it's something called a real photo postcard. Or, let's see, that one is used and has a stamp on it, 3-cent stamp. Can't make out the postmark, but there it is. And so if you're interested in seeing what's, there's the postmark right there. 1958. And it says Washington's headquarters. And ooh, it's no, that's the same. Not that was a duplicate. It's not. There's another cute little card here. Pew, you have a kitty. That one's new. Not used. There's another one, similar style. We are playing dolls today. It says reproduced. And that one is not used. There's another birthday greetings one. And this one's 3-dimensional. It's embossed. It's got a little bit of staining on the back. It does have some faint. Oh, there was some writing on it. It's very, very faint. But no stamp. Another really pretty one. Bird hearty greetings. That one is also written on. It looks like somebody took the stamp off. Another. This one is the Administration Building, U.S. Naval Air Station, North Island, San Diego, California. That was used. And this one is, I need a good wife bad. And that one's used. And it has a stamp on it from 1912. There's an oldie, huh? This one is Hotel Dixie in New York City, Times Square. I don't know if that's even still standing. Oops, that one's also used, and that one's from 1945. This one looks like a cabin or something like that. That way. Another postcard that's like the Garden of the Gods, world's famous Indian cabin, Spruce Creek, Pennsylvania. And this one is a corner of Liberal Arts Palace, International Exposition, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. That one's not used. This one is Oklahoma Building, Sesquicentennial International Exposition, Philadelphia, PA. Also not used. 1926, it says. This was from the Sesquicentennial from 1776 to 1926. And this one is the Tower of White, Sesquicentennial International Exposition in Philadelphia. Again, from 1926. Palace of Education, Sesquicentennial, another Sesquicentennial card. Not used. And Pleasure Island, Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, 1926, it says. That was nice. There you are. Quite a nice variety of old postcards all the way back to 1912. And starting this at $7. Now I'm a little familiar with the postcard market that's out there. I know some of these can go for $10s, $20s, and $50s or more if you get the right kind of thing. So I'm giving you a chance to find something that's really valuable, possibly. I know these cutesy ones, like the one on top, tend to be popular. I don't see anybody else would be. I see Barb at 7, and the other bid would be 8 or higher. And we'll call this postcard set 1. And let's see, give the lag a chance here. And give us a sip of water. And we will say sold farm in a second here. As soon as I can type it. Oops. As soon as I type it in the right place. My wife loves going through these things. She really does. Especially reading the stories in the backs of the cards. Thank you, Barb. Sold. So, okay. Let me find a nice sleeve again. Say aside. Okay. How about some more jewelry? Oh, this was one I was going to. I don't think I showed this one last week. I'm pretty sure I did. It's an older necklace. I don't think it's vintage. Well, it probably is vintage, actually. But, I mean, I don't think it's... I don't know. I had tried to figure out when these kind of necklaces came out. So it's kind of a brass style chain. But what's really interesting is the pendant. And I want to see if I can get it without the glare here somehow. It has the landscape on it. Let's see if we can get that to focus. There, see it? So there's a landscape there. And if you can get it to see, it looks like to me, it looks like a bridge. It's a little foggy looking. I think this is the age of the bracelet, but these were. There's no name on the back. There's no engraving, no marks or anything like that. But, you know, what this material is. It's kind of brass, copper-like thing. That's called. They made these landscape pendants back. I guess it was in the, I want to say 50s, maybe. I don't recall for sure. I did research it briefly, very briefly, but I didn't have time to do much with it. And that's what I call this. I'm going to call this the landscape necklace. We'll start this at $5. So you see the back is just the, and the chain itself is. Oh, let me show you. It's about. Looks like it's quite long too, by the way. Let's see. Where's the fastener here? So there's the style of clasp. So your lobster claw style clasp. Get the thing focused. There we go. And you see it's roughly the size of a quarter. We're pretty close. There we go. I'm just trying to get that focus a little better. It's just, it is really really difficult to see. But you can see the trees in the bottom. It looks like an autumn, possibly an autumn time, because you see some coloring in the trees. Very unusual piece. Oh, length. I'd say quite long, actually. "22 inches, almost 24. Let's see, yeah, almost. I'd say 22, 23 inches chain. Yeah, I switched tables. The other table I was using was lower. This one's a little higher, and so I know it's a different finish, but than what I've been using in the past. So I wasn't sure how it was going to work out until I tried it. So, and it never looks the same when I go into StreamYard than when I'm doing it otherwise. So it's kind of weird. Save this one for next time. But anyway, here we are. Let me see, did I write that down? Okay. All right. Now, interesting, the landscape necklace, we will pass on that. Okay, I have purse bag. Is it Eddie Bauer? It's the Eddie Bauer I'm grabbing. Yep. I don't think I showed this one before. I don't know if I showed this one before or not. I apologize if I did. I couldn't remember. I didn't have anything written down about it. I did have my last week's one written down, but I didn't recall seeing the Eddie Bauer on it. I don't think it did. Might have done it 2 weeks ago. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. It's an Eddie Bauer bag, and I'm going to lay it down here and see if we can get this on camera better. And that's not going to work out too well. Unfortunately, what's happening with some of this is the table being taller, and my white background isn't getting wiped out. So let me see if we can fix that. Just now we can stand it up against the white background better. Show you the whole thing. There. And oh, that's not going to work. All right, you know what I'm going to do? Just switch cameras and show it to you in my hands. It's going to be the easiest thing to do. Just smile a lot. All right, Eddie Bauer. So there it is. It's been sitting on the shelf for a while. This is a round bottom. And I should have stuffed it with paper to keep it shape, but it is leather. And it is an Eddie Bauer. There's the name on the inside. It's got a snap on the inside. It also has a snap on the handle, so you can bring them together and keep them together like so. It's got one zippered pocket on the inside that's right in the middle. There, I'm going to show it. There we go. So it's got one big, and it's got this really interesting pattern on the inside, and another zippered pocket here. It's absolutely clean. I don't know if this thing was ever used. It shows no wear. So let me see if I can get that to show you the inside better. There we go. So it's got this weird pattern. There we go. So I'm going to switch cameras back and try and get that back on camera. My glasses are sliding out. The new glasses are not quite used to them yet. A couple of them. And Make sure that's zoomed out. Yeah, that's about the best I can do right now on that camera. Okay. Eddie. Oops. Let's try typing in the right place again. Eddie Bauer. I'm going to spell Bauer. I know I am. Bag. We'll start this at $10. Is any interest? It is leather. It is a deeper red than what it shows on my camera. I mean, my screen. Let me see if this putting some additional light on it helps. No, not really. I should have stuffed it with some paper or something. Give it back its shape. It's got a round, flat bottom. I just grabbed it off out of storage. So, yeah, classic kind of a. It's not a deep red. But it's definitely reddish. So, yeah. Okay. All right, let me grab what's next. Let's see, what's this? Oh, that's a good one. And I think, all right, so this next piece comes in another one that comes in a case. So, all right, we'll pass. Sorry, we spent a lot of time on that. Make sure you got all the details. And we'll bring this nice pen in here. That is marked Sterling. And we're going to start this at 12. So I'm going to see if I can get it off. Oh, let's see. Get off the card. It came off pretty easily. There it is. And the butterfly. I don't know if the mark is distinguishable on the back or not. Let me see here. It does look like it's a little tarnished in there. Yeah, let me study my hand better here. I think I see where the mark is, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm going to do my loop. Even on camera, I can't quite pick it out. Great. You know, I just had my loop a minute ago, and now I figure out what to do with it. I think it's right in one of the wings there, mark. Right next to right below my thumb. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it does look like it's very, very. If it's amethyst, it's a very pale amethyst. It is blue, but it's very pale. And I believe the remainder on it is marcasite. I'll give you the box and everything. See if I wrote down anything on the tag that I bring with it. Nope. Oh, it does say. Yep, my note does say sterling and amethyst. Yep, so that is an amethyst in there. I think against the white background, it'll look nicer. I can zoom in. I just want to focus. There we go. So my note says it's an amethyst. So I don't know if we tested. I don't think we tested it, but I think just from what we could tell. The back of the card that it came on doesn't have any other information. So, nor does the box. It came in quite a good sized box. I'm going to show you the box. Here, oops, focus. Zoom out. So it came in Nice big box. Look at the thickness, look at the size of that box. It came in. I see your bid at 12, by the way. Sorry. So we're going to say it's sold to Marlene. For $12. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you don't want the box, let me know. But it is a nice little gift box. As you can see. So, okay. Write that down. Okay. Yes, box. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. How about, I've been seeing it in the stores already. Some Halloween leggings. Medium. Brand new, as you can see. There's the, it says it's the ladies. Focus again. This thing is not out of focusing today. So what they say the size is for medium, your bust, waist, and hips. So right there, the second row. That is made in China, as most everything. 92% polyester, 8% spandex. Leggings for Halloween. Oh, let's see here. We'll start this at $4. How's that? There. Okay. Thinking of that. Oh, yeah. I did write this one down last week. Put it up on the screen. Let's do that. Okay. Well, you know what? I've done much with earrings either. I should do earrings next. Did I do these? No, I did these last week. Let's see what I got here. Let's see what I got the earrings. I literally am sitting on a box full of earrings. Just trying to make sure I don't show something I showed last week. Yes. Okay. Sorry, I'm just checking these earrings to see if they're marked. I think they are. I recall they were being marked. I just want to make sure. They're on mine. Not the way I expected. Not in the way I expected. Okay, sorry. I'm trying to put this back together here. I couldn't remember how they were marked. And they're in the display. Again, another thing that's in a case. So it was great for a gift. Example. Oh, okay. Can I go on there? Okay, no interest in the organs, we're going to pass, and I got a pair of Marvel earrings. When I say Marvel, I mean as in the comics. And yes, they're tiny. They're Rocket Raccoon, I think it's this character is. Earrings. They're marked Marvel on the back. I can't say whether they're silver or not. I don't have enough information to say they are. But you can see they're definitely the raccoon. And they are marked Marvel on the backs. They're signed Marvel. So we're just going to say the Marvel raccoon earrings. And we'll spell Marvel. Goodness gracious. Yeah, they're sort of collectible. I think you're right. And we're going to start these at $8. I think that's a good start. And again, it came in the original box. I had to pull it out of there. Didn't get the cardboard back, but you can see there's still has the tag from made in China, of course. And I did say fine silver plated. Oh, there we go. There we go. Fine silver plated. And the name of the manufacturer looks like it's Lancox, Lennox. So silver plated. Okay, that explains it. I thought they were they sort of looked like they were silver, but again, because I couldn't find a definitive package, and then it comes in this. Oops, wrong box. Wrong side. I keep pulling this cardboard the wrong way. There we go. And there's the box, and then the box has Marvel written on it. So, yeah. But there they are. Again, up close, you can see it, detail. Silver plated. Let's see what we do next. Right. I have a piece of Corningware I thought about showing tonight. If anybody's interested, let me know in the chat. But otherwise, I'll skip it. So, okay, no interest in that. So we will pass on Raccoon. And do one more coin tonight. I've got the certificate for this one as well. This one's Banknotes of the USA. Much bigger coin, by the way. Did I move my quarter out here somewhere? There it is. Just to give you an reference in size here. I'm going to get that off the screen. And so this is Banknotes of the USA. There's the certificate of authenticity. Again, copper layered and 24 karat gold. This one's a little heavier than the others. It's 54 grams. It was issued in 2010, 50 millimeters across. It shows the $100 banknote, Benjamin Franklin, and the reverse has the eagle on it. So, so this is the replica Franklin $100 banknote. We'll start this one at $10. Oops, I misspelled Franklin. I mistyped it, I should say. I'll show it close here. show it without the glare here in a bit. And you see it says $100 banknote on the thing there. And then there's reverse. These are really pretty. So the gold layering on there, just so reflective. So it comes with a certificate and even number, and it's numbered like the other. Okay, we're going to do next. What's this box? Oh, I showed this last week. This one. I got one piece of jewelry here. I can't remember if I showed it last week or not. Let me see if I tried to keep track last week of what I showed, because I didn't get through everything. So no, I didn't show this one. Okay, good. Okay. No interest. Let's see. We'll pass on that. Okay. Sometimes I can sleep that. There it is. Ah, got a bracelet. And this is a really interesting bracelet. I'm trying to describe this the way I have it down. Let me see here. Again, I gotta find it in my notes. Oh, that's not it. There it is. So this is made out of paper and orange beads. And I'll show you why I know that. And one of the things when I researched some things, and I did look this one up out of curiosity, it has apparently some kind of connotation for Hawaiian. Don't remember exactly what. I wish I'd written more details down in my notes. I just wrote down Hawaiian significance for something. So anyway, we're starting this at $7 though. Oh, bracelet. I didn't say bracelet. Bracelet. But anyway, you know what I meant. So let's show it up close here. So this is paper that's been rolled into a bead, and you have this orange bead. I think these are wooden. Yeah, they look good. I look close. And so what they do is they take paper of different things. Sometimes it's wallpaper they use, but in this case, I don't think that's what it is. It's paper that's been rolled and compressed into a bead, and then it's separated by these little other little round pieces in between it. Almost might be paper as well. I'm not sure. But very different, and obviously unique, because none of these paper beads are the same. But it's just rolled up paper made into a bead. So you get some really interesting color patterns in those, depending on what kind of paper they used. It is stretchy a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. Yeah. I was having trouble. The other night was working really fine for. Okay. Sure. Make sure to show this last week or the week before. Okay. No interest in that. You pass on that. Okay. That's weird. Okay. Oh, now this is in a box, but I don't believe this is not the original box it came in. So, but it was just a neat way to save it and store it. So I'm going to put it upside down because I don't want you to think it's a Seiko watch. It's not. Okay. But it is a brand new watch. And it says #1 mom. And it's got those cute little yellow crystal hearts around parts of it. And nice leather strap. It's considered a ladies' watch, obviously. The #1 mom. I have not checked to see if it's not running at the moment, and I don't. I probably do have the battery for it if it needs one, so I can provide that. I'm just trying to see if it winds, but it does not. It does turn and spin. Okay, so okay. So I'm going to set it right back in this nice box. And you see the box says Seiko on it. I just why they put it in that. That's the way it came. So get that. See again, we're getting this issue with glare. If that makes it any better or any worse. There. Oh, actually, that's interesting. Cut down the glare if I put something there. Huh. Interesting. There. That helped a little. It's again glare up the ceiling. Son of a gun. What do you know? Huh. So this is a #1. Oops. Yeah, #1 mom watch. And we'll start this at 10. You can see it's got a gold. And let me take it off that thing so you can see the back. So it still has those little plastic stickers you often see on the back of watches. Stainless steel back. Well, there's the manufacturer's name right there. Something Ness, N-E. See if I can get a better look at that. I'll tell you what it is. It's N-A-S, Nessonic. Nissan, N-E-S-O-N-I-C. Nessonic is the manufacturer. So. People still do wear watches. And they're not always digital, although they are Apple watches of them. Okay. Let's see here. More jewelry. What is this one? I think somewhere I think I have another piece of it. Oh, here it is. Ooh, piece of it. Okay. We will pass on the watch. That's a really monster case, isn't it? Okay, so another Avon in the original box. It's a necklace and earring set. Let me see if I can get the necklace to display properly here. It's probably a little bit tangled up in the box. Give me a second. Well, I'll show you the earrings. Let me see if it's not going to focus. So make it focus. Just to show you, I think, the mark on the back here. Avon mark, as you can see. Something else next to that. I can't make up what it says. SP. Avon SP. Okay. If that means anything to anybody. Silver plate? No, it's gold color. Maybe silver plate. No, focus. Anyway. I'll show you the necklace here. I just want to make sure it's not tangled up. There it is. It just kind of loose in the box, so it can do some weird things when it gets like that. Yeah. I'll put it on display because I think it's going to show better that way. So it's a turquoise color. That's going to slide on me. Okay, so there's the necklace. Gold tone chain, 3-strand, turquoise. And so they call this, oh, the box right here. I'm sure that's the French side. It's in English and in French. So this is a turquoise color triple strand gift set. And then the earrings look like that. And as I show you, the mark on the back says Avon SP. And this one, I'll show it up close again. Oops. It does not want to focus tonight. Thank goodness I can't type tonight. No, I can type most nights. I'm just going to call this a turquoise color set, Avon set. And we'll start this at, this is vintage. Let's say $10. I think that should be fair. Okay, so let's show this up close. So you can, let me unzoom here. See that? And the clasp is there. And it has an extended chain. So the overall length on this get the length for you. It's fully extended right now. So looks like to the first strand is 16-inch. Hopefully. And it does have the little Avon tag, I think, right there on the necklace as well. You can see that. Again, it has that SP. I'm not sure. I guess it's maybe, again, it's gold tone, so how can it be silver plate? I'm not sure. But here's the stones. They do not feel particularly cold with the touch. I'm going to assume they're simulated. And the earrings, matching earrings. There's a style of clasp on it. Again, so the earrings are marked as well. Okay. I think that's it for Avon tonight or no, I can't remember. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Well, we'll pass on that. Not seeing anybody interested, so we'll put it all back in the box. And how about we do more postcards? Let's see if I can find what's interesting here in the postcards. So I can find some pretty ones. These are all vintage for sure. I like to always throw in a funny one if I can find them. I have a bunch. Oh, there we go. All right, so let's do postcard set number 2. And we'll start this. Where did I start the other one? 7. I started at 7. Okay, we'll do the same. Okay, I'm going to give you 10 again. So here's the comical one. It's an ill wind. Bravo, John. I've got it. Got Crosswood. Gulp. You can see he is not a happy camper. Again, we're getting stamped. 1926. Miss Lucy Jenkins. Okay. How about the second one is Terraces of the Hershey Rose Garden, Hershey, Pennsylvania. Unused. Many happy returns of the day. This is a used one from 1913. It's a really pretty one. That's number 3. Birthday greetings one. That's also used from 1908. I was trying to remember to show the back. 1908. And the stamp is still on there. That's number 4. This is the Longfellow Parlor, Longfellow's Wayside Inn, Sudbury, Massachusetts, unused. This is Heritage Plantation of Sandwich, Massachusetts, unused. Century Motel and Restaurant in Cornwall, Ontario. Well, these people travel a bit. Nobody got to get this saved. Must be just saving cards. It's unused. This next one is the Old Custom House in Philadelphia. Again, unused. And this next one is a view of construction work of the Curzon Dam in Warren, Pennsylvania. No, unused. Oh, let's throw one more in there. Oh, this is an interesting one. This is a used one from pretty recent, 1969. This is the Vine Street Christian Church in Nashville, Tennessee. So a little variety there in that batch. If there's any interest. Let's see, try to give you some interesting ones, I think. Older ones, as well as some fascinating, funny ones. And I know there was interest in ephemera in the past from folks, so I want to make sure I brought a few things tonight. But that first one was a beaut. Oops, sorry. I'm bumping stuff here and I'm trying to straighten up. No interest in those. That's okay. Alrighty. We will pass on that batch. I actually have sleeves somewhere. I could put some of those in. Okay. Jewel. All right. I don't often show clip-ons, but these are really interesting. And they're vintage. They're made by a company called Princess Distinctive Jewelry. This is the box that came in. They're called Lady Fair earrings. They are silver. So just so you're aware, but they are clip-ons. They're very pretty though. So these are the name on the box is Lady Fair earrings. So that's what I'm put down. Okay. Just so if anybody in the future is looking at these, and we're going to start these because they're silver, and they're even though they're clip-ons, they are silver. They said they're silver, I should say. Let me see if one's marked or not. I'm not 100% confident. That's why I'm saying this. To me, it doesn't. If it's silver, it's surprising to me. If it's silver. Just don't seem to. I'm looking for a mark, but I don't find any. So because I can't guarantee they're silver, I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna just start these at $7. Yeah, $7. The box is labeled that way, but I cannot find a mark, and I just don't feel comfortable saying this. Okay, so they are clip-on style earrings. Like I said, you'll not see. Let me get this. Now the focus just doesn't work tonight. So there's the clip, and this is not. They're not stone by any means, but there are little decorative things on there. You can see. That's one. I like the packaging. It's so nice. A little silk. It's kind of tucked into a slot. I don't know if that one doesn't really come out. There we go. I want to show you both of them just in case one is marked, but I don't think it is. They're very pretty. And I think at the time, these are definitely vintage. I think I'm pretty convinced that these are vintage. If you look at the writing on the box, Royal Navy, Lady Fair. The other thing is no UPC code on there on some of these boxes, so that tells me that they're pre-UPC, which means they're pre-1970. I see bar at 7. Excuse me. These aren't unlike some of the screwback and clip-on earrings I've dealt with in the past. It can't convert them to there's just no way to do it. But you will get the box. There's the inside of the cover. Princess Distinctive Jewelry. And we're going to say sold to Barb for $7. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you write that down. What I call these late Lady Fair. Okay. Put them back in the box the way they were intended to be. These little slots that hold them in place. I can't remember where I got these. Wish I could. There's the box. Okay. Okay. One more bag I should show before I forget that I have it. And we'll bring the camera up and show that. This one is Max New York. I can't remember if I showed this one in the last couple of weeks, but I didn't think I had. But I apologize if I'm repeating, but again, another leather bag. We'll start this one at $10. And it's got a very colorful interior. And it can't be too, let me see, there's a little Velcro thing here. It looks like maybe to put the key ring on. There are keys in there. And the center zipper here. You even get the Max. It's MAXX tag. Oops, these are camera down there. We go. Max. So there's the. Yeah, move something up on that here. Max. And so there's that. It's very clean. And there's the other Max label on the inside. Another zipper pouch here. And it's got a magnetic clasp here. Strap. A little bit of thread. No, look at that. I thought it was a little bit of wear there, but no, it's not wear. It's just dirt. Straps look to be in good shape. Usually, what I've noticed on some of these leather bags is where you get the wear is right on the edge of the strap, and there, the corners. The corners in this looks really clean, really clean. And it's got the little brass dimple, cool colored dimples there. It's got a pocket there in the front with a magnetic clasp, and another zippered pocket inside there. And the other side has yet another zippered pocket there. So it's got, and then it's got a pocket on the side here. I'm guessing that was for a cell phone, maybe. Although they've got one on each side. So, and with a little ring that you could put. I don't know if you want to use the ring for anything, but again, magnetic glass. It is red. It's not all leather. This is not leather. Just the adorn of the edging, or whatever you want to call it. Let me see how they describe it. I can find the tab here. Bear with me. I know it's leather, but I just can't find it. Sometimes they're good. Yeah, this is like a more of a poly on this thing with the strap. This stuff here, this is all leather. So there's the bag. Again, it's a deep red, a much deeper red than what I think is showing on here. And I think if I turn more light on, it doesn't really help. It just causes glare. So there it is. Definitely a bag with a lot of pockets. Okay, what we're going to do for jewelry next here. I got one piece. I think, yeah, we'll do these next couple. I've got a lot of necklaces tonight for some reason. We'll do this one next. Trying to see if there's any markings on here. We're looking again. My eyesight is not as good as it used to be when it comes to small stuff, and sometimes I still gotta use a little. Okay, that was useless. No interest in the bag. That's okay. We'll pass on that. Pretty good size bag, that's for sure. All right. How about some jewelry? Another necklace and earring set. It is just marked. This is in the original packaging. Never been opened. I mean, never been taken out of. The reason I can tell you, I'll show you why in a minute. 18-inch pendant and earring set. No markings that I could find. Let me show you the back, just to see if anything pops up on camera, but I don't think it will. As you can see. Marcasite, looks like. And and we'll start this at 8, I guess I'll say. If there's any interest. Now I'm going to pop this out of the thing and I'll show you why. It's the chain is still, and it looks like it's bunched up, but what they did is they got a little wire twisting in there that kind of holds it all together as a ball like that. Just so you know. So that's the word. That's why I know it's never been taken out of the packet. Maybe they could have taken the earrings out. I can try to get them out, but let's see if there's any markings on the earrings. I don't think there is. I think I looked at this before. So let me go back in there so I don't lose the back. Yes, I will. I'm not paying attention. Okay, there it is. And again, it's in the original box. I did not see any. There's this label on here that's warning label. and then the thing about how the box is made out of recycled material. So that tells me that, you know, when you talk about recycling, it can't be that old. You know, recycling's not been a fad only for the past, what, 30 or so years. So, okay. Okay. Thanks, Marlene. Let's see here. Am I going to do? I'm trying to see here. What time? It's a little after 10. What do we want to do here? I think I've exhausted most of the non-jewelry stuff. The only other thing I had was a bag full of random keys. If there's anybody interested in that. Otherwise, I do have one non-jewelry item left. I'll take that back. Well, sort of. Cute. And this is the right time of year for it. So, all right, no interested in this, so we will pass on that. So this is stuff I probably showed in auctions 3 years ago, or maybe never. I don't know, to be honest. Side. Okay, I have a really cute owl Halloween guy. Let me bring this down. So I can get a better profile of him. There we go. And I think he's made out of resin. Not too heavy. I don't think there's any markings on him. It's not heavy, but it feels like it's a resin type of thing. So I'm just going to call this the Owl and Friends. And we'll start this at $6. Anybody's interested? And while you're thinking about that, I got one more necklace I'm trying to make sure it's not tangled and I have time to show it. I think I'll hold off. I think I'll do it next week. Make sure I can get it show properly. Okay. Yeah, it is definitely just a little. Oh, he's not very tall. He is what, maybe just a little over 4 inches tall. Before, yeah. So, and about 4 inches, 4.5, almost, yeah, about 4.5 inches across. Or actually, a little less. Oh, yeah, about 4.25 inches across, maybe 1.5. Not real big. Yeah, kind of a weird combo, isn't it? Cute. It seems to be okay. I didn't see any damage on it or anything like that. I did look it over. Like I said, there's no markings. No tags and a sticker on the bottom, which I expected to be, but there isn't. So, okay. Now, this next item is in a box, and okay, I just had that. I'm just looking. There's a marking on it. I want to make sure I get it right. While you guys are looking at the owl. Yeah, that's what I thought it said. Okay. Again. Okay. Let's slide this under here for a second. All right, we'll pass on the owl. It's what I say. It was it. Halloween stuff's been in the stores for what, 2 weeks now or more already. There's a Halloween store that's in our mall called Spirits, Halloween Spirit, or something like that. That's been open for a couple of weeks. It's all geared to Halloween. Completely. All right. Well, I pass on him. So, got another English. Boy, I'm getting tired now. I've got this blown glass on a gold tone chain. It's marked Korea. I'm gonna have to bring the camera up. I apologize. I keep moving it up and down. I want to give you the best angle. And I know I've shown this in the past. And it is clip earrings, but I can change these. So there's the clip earrings matching the necklace. This is really long too. I think it's going to be at least 18, if not 20. 22 actually. And I have a case for this. So yeah, nice little box for it. There's no labeling on the box. I think it's just a box of convenience. So let's call this the blown glass, or I said glass. You know, I'm not sure. That may not be glass. That may be acrylic. I'm not gonna say glass. I'm gonna say it is shaped somehow. I'm gonna call this the blue necklace earring set. And I can include or I can change the clip to shepherd hooks. I guess that would have to be gold tone to match the necklace, although the existing one is not. The existing clips are silver tone. I don't think they're marked either. I'm looking for it. The necklace is definitely there's no marking on there. Come on, focus. So there's the style of earring it is. Let's start this at, well, I think this is really kind of unique. I'll say $9. How's that? I was thinking 10, but you know, I think I'll say 9. And like I said, I can provide and or change the clip to shepherd hook with gold tone to match the necklace. But, and the necklace is marked Korea on the little tag. It's a very delicate chain. See how delicate that chain is? And it is marked right there on that little flat piece, Korea, on one side or the other. And it almost looks like they try to make it like a tree shape. You can see the green bottom. So is that a blue tree with green? I don't know. Is that what the intent was? I just find it very unusual and unique. Okay. So next thing I show is not jewelry per se, but it is very unusual. I'll say that with all sincerity. I really am. I see Barb at 9. Anybody else will be 10 or more. Otherwise, we're going to sell at the bar. Let me get my clipboard. Alrighty. grab a sip of water here too and throw some real dry. And it is sold to Barb for $9. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Box. Oh, Barb, did you want me to either provide or add the shepherd hooks for those? If you do, just say yes in the chat and I'll do that. I'll remember this time. I really will. I know I owe you a set still from the other, from one of the previous auctions, I believe. So we'll get that out with this batch. No? Okay. All right, let me set that aside. Good stuff. Okay, what was I doing? Oh, yeah. So this is not jewelry per se, but these are buckles. And they're Bakelite. I'm going to start these at $10. They're labeled Bakelite. I mean, where we got these from? They're Bakelite buckles. They're held in on this card by, it's like a bunch of heavy thread. They are Bakelite. And you can see the center piece that comes up right here. Let's show it up close. Oh, there's some writing on that card. You never said. Huh. I don't remember where we got these, but I want you to see it up close so you can get an idea what they look like. I guess they would try to simulate a wooden look to them. Maybe, I don't know. But obviously this is geared for someone who's doing some kind of craft work, maybe, or you could use it for a scarf, I suppose. You could run a scarf through it. And, the other thing I could think of, I'm not as creative as some people are, but I'm sure somebody has thought of that, possibly. Okay, now I'm getting the next piece of jewelry set up here. And there it is. Just checking this next item to make sure it doesn't have any markings on it. I don't think it does, but again, some of these pieces I have not seen in either quite some time or ever. So I'm really literally winging it on some of these tonight. Just making sure that they're marked. You should know they're marked. Huh. That's some strangeness. Okay. Not a marking exactly. Anyway, this is Bakelite. I guess there are some people out there that really love to collect that kind of stuff. They're from old. And Bakelite is the name of the man who actually invented it. His name was Bakelite. For those for the trivia, if you want to know that. Okay, no interest. We'll pass. And those aside. So I got another. I'm going to call this a choker, I guess. Technically, it's a choker. and yet another set of clip earrings. But these are regular. These are not dangly clip earrings. I'll show you one open, one closed. How's that? Let's see what they look like. Choker and earring set. I'm going to set this at $6. How's that? And I have a little box to put it in. I don't think it's the box it came in, but it is pretty. And there's not markings on it that I could find. So, let me show you. It does have an interesting clasp. It has a kind of hook onto the chain. So I'll give you an overall length of this thing. I'm going to guess. I don't want to guess what it is because now that I put it, there we go. Let's see. That looks pretty long, doesn't it? I don't have my tape measure, so I'm not going to double. This paper. There's 12. That point, plus another 2.5. So about 14-inch, roughly. Hi, Romy. Romo. Hi, Romo. We'll just say Romo. So there's that. Roughly 14-inch, and let's say the 2 clip earrings. So we'll show the earrings up close. Yeah. They're. I think they're not stone. These are just acrylic, I think. And there's the clip. Again, I thought there was some marking right there, but it's just irregularity in the metal. And then there's these, and then there's the back. So I would assume it gets worn, like so. Romo, if I haven't got your information, my email's on the screen. Send me your real name, obviously your YouTube name, so I can connect it to your real name, your PayPal, and shipping information. That's all I require. I don't really require much else. Of course, I ask people to subscribe. That's always nicety. So, Philippines. Oh, wow. Cool. All righty. So there's that. Did I show this last week? That's way at the end. Double check. I think I did. I had it in the box here with stuff tonight, but I think I showed it last week. No, I didn't. Okay. All right. No interest in the. Oops, I never put it up on the screen. All right. No interest in the choker and earring set, clip back earring set. I got 1 or 2 more items. Actually, I got several items. I just haven't gone through it all. Let me do this bracelet. I got a couple of bracelets I forgot I had. And let me see what I was going to ask for this one. I think I know what it was. Yes. Okay, I'm going to pass on this. So Philippines, gosh, you're time-wise, I can't remember which side of the time, which times, if that's before the international, is it yesterday for you? I can't recall. That's what I'm trying to think. Or is it still, is it tomorrow already for you? That's what I mean. So, all right. Rommel, if you see anything going back in, previous in the video, of course, you can always email me if you're interested in something. Okay, so here we got a hematite and pearl and a little tiny gold tone. Just need that off screen. Bracelet. Yeah, okay, you're tomorrow. Okay, I thought you were, the date line or somewhere. So here's a bracelet. It does not stretch. It has got a clasp on it. It is hematite and freshwater pearl. And a little gold accent beads, gold tone accent beads. So, whoops, what did I do? Yeah. Let's try that again. Hematite, pearl, bracelet. I'm going to start this at $8. Let's say it's a regular round style clasp. Get that focus better here. I did not see any markings on that, so I couldn't tell you if it's clasp with silver or not. I don't think so. Give you a length on it though. See how it's not a stretch bracelet. Unhook it here. Stretch it out. And give you a length. And it looks like 7.5. Pretty much, which is pretty standard. Okay. Yeah, I actually, when I was working for both IBM and a couple other companies, I dealt a lot with India. So there was always anywhere from a 10 to 12 hour difference depending on the time of year because of clock changes and stuff. Okay, no interest in that bracelet. We will pass on that. I'm wrapping it up because I usually finish up by 10:30 my time. So I'm going to go a little bit longer tonight, but not much. I'm not sure much for earrings tonight. So let me do another pair of earrings. And these are, the card is labeled Coldwater Creek. I don't know if it's legitimately is or not, because there's no markings per se to confirm that on the earrings. I don't think they are, but I think they will put that on there. So these are nice dangly earrings with, I think, are just acrylic beads, and I don't believe they're really Coldwater Creek. Gold tone ear wire. I'm just going to set that down here so I can type. I want to call this the green and gold. Oh, I can't do that. I already called something else green and gold. Green. Oops. Wrong thing. Green and gold tone dangly earrings. And we'll start these at $6. Is any interest? I don't think they're Coldwater Creek. I just don't know for sure. I never even tried to look them up. So then I've got really one unusual piece. If I can. Okay, no interest in the earrings. We'll pass on that. I'm getting ready to close out here shortly. So for the night, like I said, just carry some of the stuff over into next week or next time. And as I mentioned at the beginning, for those that may not have been paying here, I am planning on some kind of a liquidation sale. I need to get rid of some stuff. This actually came in a plastic package, and the package was packaged. But this is the name of the company that makes this. It's a keychain. This thing's big. What did I do with my quarter? I lost it. It fell someplace. I used to put my thumb here to give you a reference idea. This is a pretty big keychain comic / bottle opener. And it's golden tone. And it's made by this company, Golden Hour Goods keychain. We got a website, so not too old. So there's that. Yep, bottle opener too. Yep. I'm just going to call this the boot key holder. And we'll start this at $6. Any interest? I didn't get to some of the stuff I planned to get to tonight. It's really funny. I guess I talked too long or wasted too much time. I don't know. Or just put more stuff down in my box here than I had really intended. Romo, if you're still there, I have a ton of things that is non-jewelry stuff. I've got everything from vinyl albums to sports stuff to toys to books. I have some clothing too. Kitchenware. I didn't even get to some of the kitchenware stuff tonight. Collectibles, antiques. I've got some weird antique stuff. I've got some really neat antique stuff. I've got model cars. I've got what else am I thinking here? Oh, a bunch of Ray Dunn stuff. Anybody loves Ray Dunn. I didn't show any tonight, but I have mostly jewelry tonight. But I try to alternate a little bit between this and some other stuff. So I even, just like I said, showed some postcards, antique postcards, vintage. Well, actually, some of them are antique postcards earlier. So, all right, we'll pass on this. I usually have wrapped up around 10:30 or so because I gotta go walk the dogs before it gets too late. That's the way it goes, unfortunately. But if somebody wants to join me in the future to sell some stuff, I'm more than happy to have them join me. Welcome, hi there. Like I say, either on the Wednesday night or we can arrange a different time. Right now, I'm just been doing on Thursday night, my time, obviously, at 8:30 to 10:30 is what I've been doing. I've been toying with other time slots, but I haven't. Summer's just been too crazy busy. Trying to get things done. I have a 170-year-old house that we need to keep working on and get things done before winter hits. We do get some pretty serious winter here, so I have to take advantage of the good weather when we have it. So anyway, that's where we are. But thank you everybody for your purchases tonight. And if you just go back and watch the video earlier that you might have missed and see something. Right. Yeah. And I figured that I actually have one person, yeah, tin roof. Yeah. Yeah, I know when it rains, you can hear it for sure. Maybe you guys can hear it as well. Yeah, I have a lot of jewelry. I'm sitting on boxes and boxes and boxes of jewelry. So, and things like that. So yeah, I understand the shipping issues. There's one of the people that buys from me occasionally is in Hawaii, and then that is restricted. It's almost always post office and not UPS because UPS is so expensive for anything overseas, and it's crazy. So, but I can do it. I use Pirate Ship for shipping to get the best deal I can, and I have shipped overseas occasionally. And I know Canada has been a couple times too, but yeah. But I say, let me know what kind of things you're interested in. I do have more silver items than what I showed tonight. I just was grabbing some stuff as I go, and I don't have much in the way of gold other than some gold filled. I think I had a couple items of gold filled that I had set aside, didn't get around to, and that's where we are. So, oh, that's cool. Yes, I've heard of that. I've heard of that. People doing that. Yep, and that is a good way to go, I guess, because then you can bundle things. So yeah, that's a smart way. So cool. That works out well then. I'm glad you're doing that. Anyway, we're in Vermont. If you're wondering, and this is the northeastern portion of the United States, and I'm about less than an hour from the border to Canada. So that's kind of where I am. A little, almost not as far east as you can go in the United States, but pretty close. So yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah, cheaper and faster. Okay. Alrighty. Anyway, so if you did go back and see something, you've got my email. It's out there on the screen. It's also in the beginning, so of the chat and everything. So I'm going to call it a good night and wish everybody have a blessed evening and a day, and and a great weekend. Hopefully, your weekend is going to be as good as ours, and we will see you next week. Good night.